It had all the makings of yet another heartbreaking LA Chargers loss until it wasn't. Whether it came down to sharp coaching or sheer luck from the football gods, the Chargers flipped the script with a thrilling 34-27 victory over the Bengals on Sunday Night Football. There were plenty of factors at play, but one major difference stands out: Jim Harbaugh. For the first time since Marty Schottenheimer, the Chargers have a head coach to rally behind, and on Sunday night, his impact was undeniable. Despite nearly squandering a 27-6 third quarter lead, the Chargers found a way to avoid the same old story. The Bengals' miscues helped, but the ultimate takeaway was clear: Harbaugh's Chargers aren't the same. This team is built to be different. What seemed like an easy Sunday night for Chargers fans quickly turned tense as the Bengals came alive. A battered Chargers defense began to show its vulnerabilities against one of the best offenses it's faced all season, while the Chargers offense sputtered in the second half behind a rough performance from Justin Herbert. The Bengals had every opportunity to snatch this game. Evan McPherson missed 2 crucial field goals late in the fourth quarter, and while Joe Burrow played well, he missed key throws that could have changed the outcome. Ultimately, the Bengals pulled a Chargers, while the Chargers finally delivered when it mattered most. It wasn't a flawless performance, and the result doesn't erase all concerns. Herbert must improve in the second half, and the defense may not be as elite as it appeared earlier in the season. But Sunday night showed that even when things go wrong, the Chargers now have the right leader to steer them through adversity. Under Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn, or Mike McCoy, this team would have likely crumbled at the first sign of trouble. With Jim Harbaugh at the helm, the Chargers battled relentlessly until the Bengals folded. J.K. Dobbins' game-winning rushing touchdown wasn't just a clinching score. It was a symbolic break from the Chargers' painful past. The old Chargers are gone, losses will still happen, and there will be games they should win but don't. However, Jim Harbaugh has restored faith to a fan base that no longer needs to brace for heartbreak every week. This win marked the Chargers' first victory this season when tied or trailing in the fourth quarter. Earlier losses to the Steelers, Chiefs, and Cardinals reinforce a troubling pattern of crunch time struggles. However, J.K. Dobbins' game-winning 18-yard touchdown run with 18 seconds left seemed to erase the sting of past heartbreaks. Harbaugh's influence is evident in the team's newfound resilience. Known for building winning cultures, his confidence has spread throughout the Chargers organization. Tight end Will Dissly, signed for his blocking skill, has emerged as a surprising offensive weapon. With 4 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown on Sunday, Dissly set career highs in receptions and yards while ranking among team leaders in key receiving categories. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman praised Dissly's natural feel for the game. A former 2-way high school star and Montana Gatorade Player of the Year, Dissly's transition from defensive lineman to tight end at Washington speaks to his versatility, something he now brings to Herbert's offense. Rookie wide receiver Lad McConkey also shone, leading the team with a career-high 123 yards on 6 catches. His standout contributions included a game-winning drive featuring a spectacular 28-yard grab, followed by a 27-yard reception that pushed the Chargers into scoring position. Despite surrendering 27 points, more than twice their season average of 13.1, the Chargers' defense proved clutch. They limited Cincinnati to 5 of 17 on third downs and forced field goals on 2 first-half red zone drives, setting the tone early. Although the Bengals rallied with 21 unanswered points in the third quarter, the Chargers' defense held firm. Key stops forced long field goal attempts, with Bengals kicker Evan McPherson missing twice from 48 and 51 yards. Late in the game, the defense delivered again, forcing a punt with 45 seconds left, setting up Herbert and the offense for a 4-play game-winning drive. The Chargers' 4th consecutive victory showcased a mix of offensive creativity, defensive tenacity, and Harbaugh-inspired confidence. Signs that this team is indeed turning the worm. The LA Chargers came dangerously close to letting another game slip away on Sunday Night Football against the Bengals, but managed to secure the victory. Players acknowledged after the game that Harbaugh has instilled a sense of confidence that was missing in previous years when the team began to unravel. A large part of the win against the Bengals was to head coach Jim Harbaugh. While the win was encouraging, there are valid concerns that emerged. The Chargers' inability to close out the Bengals exposed shows weaknesses on both sides of the ball, specifically their struggles to establish a consistent rushing attack in the second half, a haunting reminder of their blown lead against the Jaguars in the 2022 playoffs. During this critical stretch, the Chargers abandoned Gus Edwards, raising eyebrows among fans. When asked about the decision, Harbaugh offered an explanation that left many puzzled. On the surface, the move seemed justified. J.K. Dobbins finished with a higher yards per carry average and sealed the game with a late 29-yard touchdown. However, that single play skewed the numbers. Prior to his game-winning run, Dobbins averaged just 2.7 yards per carry, gaining only 18 yards on 5 carries, with 15 of those yards coming on one play. Meanwhile, Edwards delivered a solid performance, averaging 4.5 yards per carry on 9 attempts. While not spectacular, his consistency warranted more opportunities in key moments. This isn't to say Dobbins shouldn't have been on the field. His clutch touchdown was undeniably the game's biggest play. Instead, it highlights a larger issue with the Chargers' second half play calling. The team ran only 7 designed rushing plays while protecting a sizable lead, failing to counter Cincinnati's adjustments against the run. Fortunately, the Chargers can use this game as a learning opportunity while still celebrating the win. However, had the outcome been different, the narrative would have been revolved around their inability to sustain a rushing attack when it mattered most. Lad McConkey's first NFL primetime appearance ended in frustration. In a Week 7 Monday Night Football matchup against the Cardinals, the rookie receiver managed just 5 catches for 45 yards and dropped 2 key passes in a 17-15 loss. McConkey described it as the most disappointing game of his career to that point. Since then, the 23-year-old has turned things around in a big way, emerging as one of the NFL's top rookie receivers. McConkey has racked up 392 yards and 2 touchdowns since Week 7, leading all rookies in that span, and has become a primary weapon for the Chargers offense. Sunday night's victory over the Bengals marked the best game of McConkey's young career. He posted 123 yards on 6 receptions, including 2 clutch catches on the Chargers' final drive that sealed a win. While the victory represented a significant shift for the Chargers as a team, it also felt like a breakout moment for McConkey. The standout performance made McConkey the 3rd Chargers rookie in the Super Bowl era to record multiple 100-yard games in a season, joining Keenan Allen and John Jefferson. After parting ways with veteran Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in the offseason, many viewed the Chargers receiving corps as one of the league's weakest. The team traded up in the second round to draft McConkey, a 5'11", 186-pound receiver with no 1,000-yard college season in a history of injuries. Despite the doubts, McConkey has exceeded expectations, silencing questions about the Chargers receiving group and proving to be a pivotal piece in the team's offensive resurgence. A huge part of this resurgence goes back to Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh has completely shifted the culture of this team, and the Chargers are looking like they are going to be a competitive wildcard team. Jim Harbaugh has completely shifted the entire culture, like I said, from the roster to the front office to the entire organization. The Chargers are moving in the right direction. Did you guys expect this with the addition of Jim Harbaugh? Let me know down below what you thought of this Chargers game and what you think of the Chargers season so far. And if you haven't already and you made it this far, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a Chargers video or any video at all. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.